Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Jira Cloud to ServiceNow integration with Exalate. Today, we are going to use the AI capabilities that were just implemented with Exalate to create a fully blown integration. So let's get started. Exalate is a decentralized solution, so you have to install it on both sides. After you install it on the Jira Cloud side, you will find it on Apps, Exalate. After I open it up in a new tab, this is how it looks. For the ServiceNow side, it's installed as a bridge application, so you can afterwards find it here and then go to the console. So it's a hyperlink, and then here we have the Exalate for ServiceNow. So these are fully single tenant nodes sitting on the instances. So once you install Exalate, you will also receive your own unique nodes. So let's get started. Let's integrate these two instances. So you go to connections, and then you will initiate the connection from either side, and you just take the destination instance URL. So I'll do exactly that. And then take script mode, the local instance name. So I'm going to take the local instance name and then the remote instance name and click next. Exalate asks here for incoming tickets where they should be populated. So we can take a project here, but then this can be configured later. So we will initiate it and copy this code. So the handshake has been initialized. And then here we will go to the connections as well, but now we will accept it. So we will paste the key here, click next, and that's it. So let's use the AI to really get our use case real. So we want to go to connections and then go to our connection that was created, so you can have infinite amount of connections. And then I want to do the same on the ServiceNow side. All right, so I'm going to click edit connection. I'll make it a bit bigger, and then let's get going. So what's happening here is the outgoing sync is responsible for defining which fields should go over. So it's fully decentralized. So you have it on both sides, right? So the outgoing sync on the source side becomes the incoming sync on the destination side, and vice versa. How exactly does this work? A replica is getting created by copying the data from the right side of the equal sign, and then that's getting unpacked in the destination side. So there is a different replica for the different directions. For the ServiceNow side, a different replica is created, and then that's going to get reassigned as well in the incoming sync. Okay, so let's start. Let's say you want to describe it in as much detail as possible. From the Jira Cloud assignee, I want this to synchronize over to the ServiceNow caller ID. And if not found, default it to Mathieu Leputra at exalate.com. So we can see here that the assignee is already getting sent over from Jira to ServiceNow, so don't need to add that. And then you want to describe in as much detail as possible what you want to achieve. On the outgoing sync of ServiceNow, let's do something as well. Let's say, so we can just go to any incident and let's take an example. So let's say, okay, if the state goes to closed, I want to send over the resolution code and nodes. So you take the API name and then you'll say like for a ServiceNow incident, if the state goes to closed, send over the close code and close nodes. Okay, so let's see here that, okay, it's generating the code, and then we can either discard it or insert changes. So I'm going to insert the changes here. And then this is still loading. So let's say on Jira Cloud, let's go to a ticket. Okay, or let's generate a ticket already. So tickets on the Jira Cloud side on 29th of November. Description. Okay. So what we will do is if that is closed, then we want to have that go to, let's say, a custom field. So I can say concatenate the replica dot, if you check here, so the replica dot close codes and replica dot close nodes into from ServiceNow to the Jira Cloud custom fields called, okay, let's take this. Okay. And then let's share it. Okay, so here I'm going to insert the changes. And then you really can do whatever you want and do all the use cases. So you can just describe in as much detail as possible by taking the API names and checking if this came over with a replica from the other side. And then this way, Exalate is able to map it. So any endpoint can be reached. Any data can be transformed to any endpoint for any entity type. So you can really say that the sky is the limit, and you'll be able, with the AI that will help you, you'll be able to accomplish your use cases. Okay, so concatenate close codes and close nodes, and then it goes to these custom fields. Okay, so let's insert the changes, but I will remove the dot trim. Okay, so insert changes. So you can play around with it that however you want, and then you can just publish it. So let's make sure it's published on both sides. And then, yeah, that's the first part. So you want to create a mapping, and then afterwards, it's up to you to decide if you want to manually send over a ticket or if you want to automate it. If you want to automate it, you go to triggers. Let's say you want to start from the Jira Cloud side. You say create trigger, and then you make a Jira GQL. So you can say Mathieu labels equals sync via AI to ServiceNow. So let's take this label, activate it, and then we publish it. So if we now add this label, that means that this ticket will now go over. So I can see here, I can click on Exalate and refresh it. And then we can see it's already synchronized. So that's awesome. That works very, very, very fast. And then if we go to our ServiceNow side, we can see that the caller ID is here. So now let's see that it works bi-directional. So I can just, for example, say hello from ServiceNow, and then I'll also close the status. So I'll close it, I'll add workaround. This ticket is solved. Okay, so let's save this. And then you can see the comment came over already, so it works very fast. Don't even need to refresh the Jira Cloud side. And then also the text custom field is here. So that's awesome. You can see with the AI that so many use cases are possible, and you want to describe it in as much detail as possible in the text boxes. And then afterwards, the AI will take care of it. So what else Exalate offers? If, for example, you want to see what the replica has, you can take the number. So remember, it's decentralized. So you want to see what's going from ServiceNow to Jira Cloud. And then here you can go to triggers, to entity sync status, enter in the incident number, click search, and then there is two replicas. So there's one going from ServiceNow to Jira and one going from Jira to ServiceNow. So if I click on local replica, here we see that the close codes, close nodes were added, and then all of this, it's already out of the box. So this is how you want to work with Exalate. You want to check on the outgoing sync. If it's added in the replica, use the AI to your advantage, and then all the use cases will be possible. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. If there is any questions, please let us know in the comments. We will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.